They applied a data correction, and the magnetic models couldn't handle the math and scared the internet into thinking the world was ending last week. You remember. I wonder if they'll think the world ended again when they apply another data correction. Anyway, we're off to earthquakes where the top two rumbles of the last day struck the Caribbean and Cocos Plate region. Honduras event rang in initially at 6.3 and was downgraded. Let's take a peek at the jet stream dip over the United States, which is driving the record cold and snow. Many regions seeing more of it today as we get a nice last little taste of winter here, well into spring already. Peeking back in time a few days to the tornado outbreak, here's IMERG's tracking of the precipitation out of the storm, with the twisters marked as they came down as well. And speaking of precipitation, rain. They don't have any in Chile, and now they are into their worst drought on record at the region that supplies water to Santiago and other portions of the country. From little mountain-high lakes to the depths of the ocean, investigating white smokers at the seafloor led them to recreate those conditions in a lab, the pressure, heat, and chemistry upon Earth's formation, and they not only found that organic molecules just love coming together under those conditions, but that these conditions are likely satisfied at Enceladus, Europa, and many of the moons in our solar system with subsurface oceans. And speaking of the moon, a number of cool animations on the ESA link today. You can look around during the Apollo landing. They even have one shot from inside the lander. You can also ride the rover with a 360-degree turn ability. Fun stuff there. Link is below. Top two stories are up next. First, we find Kepler data brought back to life to eliminate the false positive status of an exoplanet, turning it to positive. And it happens to be Earth-sized, rocky, and within the liquid water habitable zone of the star it's orbiting. It is within 1% the size of Earth, receiving 75% of the sunlight. Now, last but not least, veterans of the channel know the galactic center is increasing in brightness, especially at the most luminous flare range, and we'd remarked how it was a slow ramp up in activity rather than a sudden pop. Well, here's the light curve in NIR, not as critically important for the effects as the X-ray component, but indeed, it tracks nicely with it and shows you how intermittently and slowly this ramp up is. The center of the Milky Way is plainly increasing in brightness, and it seems we get more and more details on this level as time progresses, while we need only to hit the galactic current sheet or take a flux transfer across the interstellar magnetic field.